Right, good evening everybody, welcome to the Ultimate Racing League. This is round 3 from the Big Willow. Guys out on track at the moment, just putting in their qualifying times. It's got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left of this qualifying period before the start of race 1. We've got 3 races for you tonight. Each race is 15 minutes long. So, not too long for each race. We're going to see some high action racing for you guys tonight. Currently at the moment, Callum is on provisional pole with 1 minute 11.704. Not too far behind his pole. Really looking forward to tonight's racing. Some fantastic racing last Sunday. And I'm sure we're going to see the same again tonight from the Big Willow. So guys, we have a little tradition on this racing league where we pour ourselves a nice stiff one, sit back, relax and enjoy the racing. Because there's nothing on TV to watch anyway, so all good. Take a quick look at Brooksy, putting in his qualifying time. Currently in 4th position. Very big welcome to our regular listeners to the Ultimate Racing League. Also a big welcome to our new watchers also. Just 50 seconds remaining now of this qualifying session for this first race. Next round guys, after this one is the Tokyo Expressway East Outer Loop, which is coming for you next Sunday at this very same time. Looking forward to that one also. 45 seconds remaining in this qualifying stint. Callum holding on to provisional pole for now. Looks like most of the guys have finished the qualifying session. There we go guys, qualifying ended, Callum takes the pole. Here we go guys, first race from the Big Willow. Callum on pole from Paul, from Rise, Brooksy, Rudders, Unforgiven, A2 Watt, Jerry smiles. Watch for the lights guys. And we're away. Good start by all. Can Callum hold on to that pole position coming down to the first right-hander. And now on Paul takes him down the inside. Paul takes the lead from Callum, Rise, Brooksy, Rodders and Unforgiven. Callum putting the pressure on Paul at the moment. Rise not too far behind, also giving it the beans. Callum now right up the bumper of Paul. Brooksy right up the rear end of Rise, having a look round this right-hander, not this time. Keeping the pressure on someone going off track there, not quite sure who that is. So Paul hangs on to lead, neck and neck down the start. Paul just hangs on to first place. Paul really feeling it now from Callum in second place. Callum has a look down the outside. Callum goes for a move on Paul down the inside and he takes him. Callum takes first place from Paul from Rise. Good 5-car battle guys at the front here at the moment. So I look further down the field, see what's happening. 6th place is Jerry Smiles, followed by Molson in 7th, Unforgiven in 8th, and A2 in 9th. So let's go back to the front here, see how Callum's doing. Callum hanging on to first place. Paul has a look down the inside. Oh, nearly takes Callum. Not quite this time over the start, finish straight. Rise and Brooksy having a battle down the start, finish straight. Rise has a look down the inside but didn't quite pull it off this time. Brooksy holding on to third position. From Rise and Rodders also in the mix. Rise has a look on Brooksy. Rodders just waiting in the wings, just waiting for his right time to take these two guys. So it's Callum in first place, followed by Paul, Brooksy, Rise and Rodders, followed by Molson. 5 cars here at the front having a battle. Callum trying to pull out a slender lead over Paul, just 0.6 seconds between Callum and Paul when they start finish straight into the left-hander. Paul still keeping the pressure on Callum. Brooksy and Rise having a little ding-a-ling long. Rise not too far behind now, right up the bumper of Brooksy. Is he going to have a look down this left-hander? No, not this time. Quite tight around this section. Brooksy, Rise, Rodas, all three cars pretty close together. This is where the battle on the track is at the moment, people. Down the start finish straight. 156 miles per hour, hard on the brakes for the right-hander. Brooksy managing to hold off Rise at the moment. Rodas still in the mix. .2454 seconds just between Brooksy and Rise, bumper to bumper stuff. We'll stick with this battle for now, guys. This is where it is on the track at the moment. Rise right up the bumper of Brooksy. Is he going to have a look at Brooksy down this next start finish straight? Can he get the toe? He's definitely close enough. Rise has looked down the outside, has looked down the inside. They'll change this time. Good cornering by both drivers there. So I look further back, see what's happening. 7th place is Milson. 80 Watt in 8th. And 9th is Jerry Smiles. Up front, still on to the lead is Callum. 2.1 seconds ahead of Paul. Paul not too far behind really. Hopefully he can decrease that time in the next lap or two. Just 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining, guys, of this first race from the Big Willow. Battle on the track at the moment is still between Brooksy and Rise. Rise has a look on the inside. Does he take him? Almost necking it down that inside. Not quite close enough this time for Rise. Brooksy holds on to 3rd position. Down the start finish straight. In 150 mph plus hard on the brakes for this left-hander. Can Rise get a bit closer to Brooksy? Not quite this time, but I'm sure Brooksy's feeling the pressure from Rise. Up to this tight left-hander. Second gear, 83 miles an hour around that section. Brooksy still hanging on to 3rd place from Rise. Don't think it'll be too long now before Rise is making a move on Brooksy. Best spot on the track at the moment between these two guys. Callum in onto 1st place, increasing his lead over Paul, 3.3 seconds. There's Paul in 2nd place. Trying his best to catch Callum up. Still the battle continues between Brooksy and Rise. Round the left, right-hander. Is Rise going to be close enough this time to launch an attack on Brooksy? Doing his level best to stay with him. I don't think he's going to be quite close enough this time. So a bit further down the field. Molson having a great battle here. Oh, Molson goes off track onto the brown stuff, does a bit of sand castling. Unlucky there for Molson. But I'm sure he'll be back on the bumper of A2 watts in a lap or two. Lucky there for Molson. 7th place is A2 watts. 13 seconds behind Unforgiven. Unforgiven 10 seconds behind Roddus at the moment. Roddus trying to give it all the beans he can to catch up to Rise and Brooksy. Stick with Roddus for a second or two, see if he can catch up to Rise and Brooksy, doing his level best. Brooksy starting onto that 3rd place from Rise, but Rise is really putting the pressure on now up the bumper of Brooksy. He's going to take a look round this corner. Oh, not quite close enough this time, already down the start finish straight, 138 miles per hour. Is he close enough to take him on his left-hander? Rise takes a look down the inside, doesn't take him, and he takes a great move there by Rise over Brooksy. Brooksy's not giving up yet. Almost neck and neck round these corners. Great racing between these two guys. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in this first race, people. Brooksy back into 3rd place, hanging on from Rise in the 4th. Roddus not too far behind in 5th position. Is Roddus waiting for Brooksy and Rise to make a mistake and leap into that 3rd spot. Round the right-hander, Rise, right at the bumper almost to Brooksy, only 0.244 seconds between these two guys. Oh, and Brooksy goes wide and goes onto the sandcastle stuff. Oh, looking there for Brooksy. Rise takes 3rd position. Callum, Paul, Rise, Brooksy and Roddus Unforgiven, A2 Watt and Wilson. Roddus now having a look at Brooksy, right at Brooksy's bumper almost. Less than half a second between these two guys, round the left-hander. Roddus putting the pressure now onto Brooksy. Can he get close enough down the start finish straight? Comes along. 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this first race. Good battles on track, guys, for this first one. First race out of 3 tonight from the Big Willow. Rise 3rd position, followed very closely by Brooksy and Roddus. Anybody's race for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Down the start finish straight. Rise takes the left-hander, followed very closely by Brooksy. Roddus still in the mix, hanging on in there. Can Roddus make an impression on these two guys in front of him? Rice strolling into that third place, followed very closely by Brooksy and Roddus. The battle on the track at the moment between these three guys. Only 47 seconds left in this first race, so we'll go with Callum. He's got a nice 6-point lead over Paul. Paul doing well in second position. Still the battle on the track. Rise, Brooksy, Roddus, 3rd, 4th and 5th. As Roddus got enough in that engine to take these two guys before the end of the race. 1 minute 20 seconds remaining in this first race. Callum pulling away in first place, 6.7 seconds. Right, the right-hander, looks like it's going to be Callum's race for this first one at Big Willow, barring any mistakes, which I don't think he's going to make. There goes Callum down the start-finish straight, and he takes the checkered flag. Well done to Callum, first place for Callum. Looks like Paul's going to take second place for Paul. Battle between 3rd, 4th and 5th. Rice takes 3rd. Brooksy, Roddus, Unforgiven, A2, Molson and Jerry Smiles. Yeah, fantastic race. Congratulations to Callum on that victory in the first race from the Big Willow. Good battles on track, not long now guys, quick break before the second race. One or two guys coming off track on that first race, but fantastic race, especially between 3rd, 4th and 5th. Looking forward to this second race. Oh, we've got time guys for another little sipple on the Amber Nectar before the second race at Big Willow. Lovely jubbly. And before we start the second race of the evening guys, second race of 3, I just want to make a big shout out to Ginger Baxter, who's one of our top racers in the Ultimate Racing League, who's not very well at the moment, so get well Ginger Baxter. I'm sure we'll see him back on the track very, very soon. Going through a bit of crap at the moment as a guy, but I'm sure he'll be alright, and he'll soon be back racing with us guys. So Ginger Baxter, get well soon mate, from everybody at Ultimate Racing League. Fantastic guy. All the best mate. That's from everybody. Couple of minutes guys before the start of this second race. A few guys going out on track just to put a few practice laps in before the second one of the Big Willow. That's what she said. Let's just take a quick look at Brooksy here, putting in a few practice laps before the start of the second race. Also on track, putting a few practice laps in. Congratulations to Callum on that first victory from Big Willow. As you can see, guys, on the screen, a few guys are running super softs and a few guys are running mediums for the second race. Fantastic first race. Really looking forward to the second race of the evening. Jerry smiles. Good racer, likes a battle of the two on track. Good race for Roddus in this in the first race. Carrying a number 69 on his car. I'm not quite sure why, maybe he'll be able to tell us. Looks like the majority of the racers are going to be running medium tyres for this one. So take a look out for Jerry Smiles, or I'm sure he's running supers on this one. Just a minute or two now, guys, before this second race out of 3 from the Big Willow. Not too long to wait before this second race tonight. Just enough time to get some more grog down your neck. Brooksy coming out onto the track. few corners in before this second race. I don't know about you guys, but congratulations to Callum winning that first race, but I think my money's going to be on Paul for this second race. Just 5 seconds now, guys, between the start of the second race from the Big Willow. And here we go. Race 2 out of 3, 15 minutes. Around the Big Willow. Callum on first place, pole position from Paul, Rise, Buxy, Rodders, Unforgiven, A2, Molson. Revs are high on the car. And here we go, off the start line. Fantastic start there by Paul. Can he take Callum? And he does. Brilliant start there from Paul. Off the start line. Takes first position from Rise. Callum, Brooksy, Robertson, Unforgiven, A2, Molson. Paul only taking out a 1 second lead nearly over Callum and Rise. Under pressure now is Callum from Rise and Brooksy from second, third and fourth position. Someone goes a bit wide there. Not quite sure with that. With good battle at the back here between Rodders, Molson, Jerry Smiles. Stick with these guys for now at the back. 4 guys in a great battle. Rodders hanging on to 5th place. Jerry Smiles has looked down the inside, not quite close enough to there down the left-hander. Is he going to take a look down the start finish straight? Almost neck and neck is Rodders and Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles has looked down the right-hand side. Has he got the ball to hold it on for this left-hander? Rodders holds on into 5th position from Jerry Smiles. Molson and Unforgiven round the right-hander. Rodders, Jerry Smiles putting the pressure on. Brooksy also giving it the beans to Rise. Brooksy not too far behind Rise. 4 cars having a great battle here. Also Rodders, Jerry Smiles and Unforgiven in the battle. Jerry Smiles right at the bumper of Rodders. Is he going to take a look? He's going to take a look down this left-hander. Rodders hangs on to 5th position from Jerry Smiles down. Ooh, not quite. Jerry Smiles is really putting that pressure onto Rodders now. Down the start finish straight. Rodders just hanging on to 5th place. Jerry Smiles will look down the inside, down the start finish straight. Jerry Smiles takes 5th position from Rodders. Great pass there from Jerry Smiles over Rodders. Up in the lead, Paul just hanging on from Callum. Great battle between Paul and Callum, almost neck and neck. Nothing between these two guys. Bumper to bumper stuff around the right-hander. Paul hanging on to first place from Callum, from Brooksy and Rise. 4 cars in the battle here. Battle's going off all over the place on track at the moment. Do we know where to look? Do we hell? Paul hanging on to first position from Callum, Brooksy, Rise not too far behind. Going back a bit into 5th of late position. Jerry Smiles hanging on 5th position from Rodders from Unforgiven from Wilson. Round the right hander, Rodders not too far behind. This Rodders have looked down the inside, not sure, oh, it's so close. It's Rodders down the start finish straight. Is Rodders going to be close enough on Jerry Smiles to have a look? Not quite this time, but he's right up the bumper. First position, Paul hanging on still from Callum from Brooksy. Really under pressure now is Paul from Callum. Callum has a look down the inside, down this left-hander, neck and neck round this left-hander. Callum takes first position off Paul. Fantastic move there by Callum. Takes first position from Paul. Paul under pressure now from Brooksy. Round the left-hander. Brooksy right under the bumper of Paul. Is he going to be close enough from these next few bends, taking down the start finish straight? Paul holds him off for now. Callum hangs on to first place from Paul, from Brooksy. And Rise not all too far behind. Down the left-hander, Brooksy has a look down the inside of Paul. Not quite this time. Good try there by Brooksy on Paul. Keeping the pressure on these two really in the battle at the moment. Callum, Paul, Brooksy, Rise and Jerry Smiles. Not too far behind is Rodders. Brooksy hanging on to third position. Callum in first place, and he got a 1 second lead over Paul in second position. Third spot is Brooksy, not really under pressure at the moment, but the battle on the track at the moment. Jerry Smiles, Rodders, not too far behind. Down the start finish straight. Callum 1.8 second lead over Paul in second position. Brooksy not too far behind, trying to decrease that lead onto Paul. Under a second between them two guys, but the battle on the track at the moment is between Rise and Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles has a look down the outside. And Jerry Smiles takes it. Jerry Smiles takes fourth position. Brooksy is there doing his level best to catch up to Paul. Just over half a second between Paul and Brooksy round the right hander. Jerry Smiles feeling the pressure from Rise. Rodders making a move. And Rise is he going to take him? Not quite close enough this time, but he's right up his bumper. Look down the outside. Rodders looking for that fifth position. hangs on to second place. From Brooksy, Smiles, Rise and Roddus. Further back we've got a battle going on here between Molson, Unforgiven right up the chuffer of Molson. Is Unforgiven going to make a move on Molson? Round the right-hander. Unforgiven has a look. No change this time. Coming down the start finish straight. Unforgiven. Right up the bumper of Molson. Is he going to take a look before this next corner? Has a look down the outside. Almost neck and neck, but Molson just hangs on to 7th position from Unforgiven. Unforgiven keeping the pressure onto Molson. Nothing between these two guys, 0.2 seconds. Unforgiven and Molson coming to the left right-hander. Unforgiven's trying to keep that pressure onto Molson. Maybe Unforgiven is really hoping that Molson makes a mistake, but isn't. Molson's really taking the pressure around here, up the bumper between these two guys. So Unforgiven are going to have a look before this next left-hander. Left-hander, right-hander. Not quite this time, but I think Unforgiven's maybe close enough to launch an attack, and he does. Round the inside of Molson, and Unforgiven takes 7th spot from Molson. Molson's not giving up the ghost yet. Keeping the pressure on Unforgiven. Good pass there by Unforgiven over Molson. These two cars having a right good battle on track at the moment. Quick look up front, guys, see what's happening. Callum's got a 4-second lead over Paul. Paul hangs on to 2nd place. 3rd spot, Brooksy, Jerry Smiles, and Rise. With 4-5 car battle going on between these. Paul hangs on to 2nd place. Just a second between Paul and Brooksy. Brooksy under pressure from Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles has looked at Brooksy. Is he close enough? He's definitely in the draft. Is he going to make the move down the start finish straight? Someone going off there, off track. Not quite sure who that is. Brooksy carrying a slight penalty at the moment. From Jerry Smiles, from Rise, from Roddus. Round the right hand there. Brooksy's driving on to 3rd place. Is Brooksy going to get rid of that penalty? And can Rise take advantage of Brooksy having that penalty? Brooksy doing his level best, trying to get rid of that penalty, but he's really under pressure from Jerry Smiles and Rise. Great battle on track at the moment. Roddus goes a bit wide on the sandy stuff, manages to keep it on track. Roddus still in the mix. Brooksy, Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles has a look down the inside. Down the start finish straight, 145 miles an hour plus. Brooksy managing to hang on to that 3rd place. 2 minutes 25 seconds remaining, guys, in his 2nd race of 3 from the Big Willow. So let's take a look up front. Colin's got a nice 5-second lead over Paul. Paul hanging on to 2nd place from Brooksy, who's not too far behind Paul. 4th position is Roddus. Good drive here by Rodders, no pressure on him at the moment. 5th place is Rise. Bottom of the track at the moment between Jerry Smiles and 80 Watt. Not too much between these two guys. Oh, and goes a bit wide there. Gets it back on track and goes wide again. Oh, looky there, mate. Jerry Smiles goes into 6th position. Rise in 5th. 4th place is Rodders. Down the start for the straight, Brooks are carrying the small pace in 2.4 seconds. Round the left hand, they're doing his level best to track down Paul, who's in 2nd place. Callum out front though at the moment, got a nice lead. No worries for Callum at the moment, barring a mistake. Let's take a quick look at Callum. Nice 6.3 second lead for Callum. Paul in 2nd, followed by Brooksy. Rodders in 4th place. 5th is Rise. 6th is Jerry Smiles. Unforgiven in 7th place. Molson and A2 Watt on the right little battle. Can Molson hang on to the 8th position? A2 Watt has looked down the outside. Does he take him? He's got the line. Great pass there from A2 Watt over Molson. Battle on track between these guys. Let's go to 1st place for Callum because he's easily going to finish in 1st place. Seconds remaining of this 2nd race from the Big Willow. Can Callum make it 2 out of 2? Unless Callum makes a really big balls up of this 2nd race, it looks like Callum's going to take this 2nd race from the Big Willow. Stick with this guy for now. 150 miles per hour, hard on the brakes down this right hand there. Another good race by Callum. Here he goes down the start finish straight, and Callum takes 2 out of 2 from the Big Willow. Great race there by Callum. Paul coming in from 2nd place. Good race there by Paul. And Brooksy 3rd position. 4th place goes to Rodders. Good racing by him also. 5th is Rise, Jerry Smiles, Unforgiven and Molson. Ooh, great racing guys, and I've lost my voice. Fantastic. Time for another sipple, I think. Ah, very nice. Great racing there by Callum. Takes the 2nd race from the Big Willow. One more to go guys from the Big Willow. 3rd race out of 3. Just a couple of minutes before the start of the last race from the Big Willow. Fantastic racing by all racers from the first 2 races. Good to see. Good for the viewers. Not good for my voice. Another shout out to Jerry Smiles, sorry to Ginger Baxter. I've had too much liquid tonight guys, sorry about that. Ginger Baxter, get well soon, mate. Can't wait to see you back on track. Missing you tonight, mate. Looks like quite a few races tonight. Finishing off this third race from the Big Willow on super softs. A2 watt on mediums. Not too long now, people, before the start of this last race from the Big Willow. Really enjoyed tonight's racing. Hope you have done too. We've got one more to go, one 15-minute race round the Big Willow. As you can see again, the guys just putting a few practice laps before this last race. Who needs the BBC and the ITV when you've got Ultimate Racing League, eh? This is what you call entertainment. Just 5 seconds now before the final race. Here we go, people. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Callum, Paul, Brooksy, Rodas, Rise, Jerry Smiles, Unforgiven, Molson. Regular High. Oh. Race has been cancelled, guys, for some strange reason. I'm not sure why, but we'll still, don't worry guys, we'll still be into the final race. Hang in there, take a few slips of your beer or whatever you're drinking tonight. Don't worry guys, the third race will be starting very shortly. So as you can see on screen, the grid order has been changed by the host. go, guys. Start of the third and final race from the Big Willow. Excuse me. So it looks like reverse grid for this one. 18 Watt, Molson, Unforgiven, Jerry Smiles, Rise, Roddus, Brooksy, Paul, etc. Wait for the lights. Drop the clutch and we're off. Can A2 hang on to this pole position? Molson takes him down the left-hander. Good racing there by Molson. Molson takes first position from Unforgiven from Jerry Smiles and A2. Unforgiven looking for that first win of the evening for him. Takes Molson down the inside, down the left-hander. Does he hang on to it? Neck and neck down the right-hander. Molson and Unforgiven together, and he hangs on to it. Oh, a little slide there by Unforgiven, but he manages to keep it on track. Unforgiven takes first spot from Molson. Molson now under pressure from Rise. Rise as a look down the inside of Molson, been taking on this left-hander almost neck and neck. Yeah, Rise, good pass there by Rise over Molson. Rise taking position from Molson. Molson now under pressure from Jerry Smiles. All very close between all racers on track at the moment. Molson's under pressure from Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles has looked down the right hand side of Molson. Not quite close enough this time. Molson on to third place. Jerry Smiles goes a bit wide on the sandy stuff. Gets it back on track. Jerry Smiles hanging on to 5th place. From A2, Roddus and Callum. At the moment in the lead is Unforgiven. Unforgiven's got a nice 0.85 second lead over Rise. There's Rise trying to keep the pressure on to Unforgiven. Trying his best to not let him get away. Third spot, Molson. Molson hanging on there from Brooksy. Brooksy really playing the pressure onto Molson. Brooksy has a look down the inside on Molson and takes him. Molson goes back into 4th place. Brooksy into 3rd. Good pass there by Brooksy over Molson. Good racing by all. Round the right-hander. Molson, Jerry Smiles, Roddus and Callum, and A2. Rice goes into 1st place. Missed that pass, guys, but the battle's going off all over the track. Unforgiven's keeping the pressure on to Rise. Just under half a second between these two guys. 3rd spot is Brooksy, followed very closely by Molson. Roddus and Callum right up the Bulty. Roddus looks to look down the inside. Roddus takes 4th position from Molson. Molson not giving up the ghost yet. Round the left-hander 4-car battle between Roddus, Callum, Molson and Jerry Smiles. Down the start, finish straight. Anybody's race down here. Roddus, Callum almost neck and neck, and Molson's also in the mix. Brooksy, 3rd position from Roddus. Callum, Molson. Good start, 4-car battle going in between these two guys. 10 minutes and 48 seconds remaining of this 3rd and final race. from the Big Willow. Brothers just hanging on to 4th place. Under pressure now from Callum. These two guys having a right battle. Anybody's race. Jerry Smiles and Molson also having a battle. Can Molson take Jerry Smiles round the left right hander? Not quite close enough yet. Let's take a look at front. Rise. 1.2 second lead over Unforgiven in 2nd place. Followed not too far behind by Brooksy. Rodders hanging on to 4th place. Callum in 5th. Callum putting the pressure on to Rodders. Is Callum close enough to take him down his left hand down the inside? Almost neck and neck, but not quite close enough there for Callum. Rodders hanging on to 4th place from Callum in 5th. Callum's really giving it to Rodders now. Rodders hanging on for dear life. Round his left right hander. As Callum got the line, Callum's got the line over Rodders. Callum takes 4th position over Rodders. Good racing between these two guys. This is what it's about. Good clean racing. We want to see tighter battles, but these guys race clean, and this is what we want to see. Callum 4th place from Rodders. So in first place is Rise, 2.3 second lead. Over 2nd place is Unforgiven. 3rd place is Brooksy, just 2.1 seconds behind Unforgiven. Callum, Rodders, Molson, all together. Callum just hanging on to 4th place from Rodders. Rodders just under half a second behind Callum. Can Rodders get close enough to Callum to launch an attack on him? Not quite this time, slowed down the field. There's Paul in 6th, followed by Molson. Not too far behind, under a second between Molson and Paul. A2 Watt in the 8th position. 9th is Jerry Smiles. Let's take a look at front. Rise, 2.9 second lead over Unforgiven. Can Unforgiven decrease that lap onto Rise? There goes Unforgiven round the left hander. Down the start, finish straight, giving it the beast, doing his level best to catch up to Rise. 3rd place is Brooksy. But on the track at the moment is between Callum and Rodders. Just under half a second between these two guys. Can Rodders get close enough to Callum to launch an attack? Not quite bumper to bumper, but not too far behind. Tight round the left hander. Callum really putting the pressure now onto Brooksy. Is Callum going to have a look at Brooksy round his next few corners? Almost right up the bumper is Callum on Brooksy. Coming around that left hander. Oh, Brooksy goes wide onto the sandcastle stuff. Unlucky there for Brooksy. Oh, I really feel for him, man. He did a great battle there with Callum was Brooksy. Rodders now chasing down Callum for 3rd position. Another look up front. Rise has got a nice 4.1 second lead over Unforgiven. Unforgiven in 2nd spot, doing his level best to chase down Rise. 5.53 seconds remaining of this final race from their Big Willow. Callum in third place. Rhodes chasing down Callum. Just under a second between these two guys. Paul in fifth, under pressure from Brooksy. There's just over half a second between these two racers. Is Brooksy going to get close enough to Paul to launch an attack down this start for the straight when we get there? Trying his level best is Brooksy to get into the draft of Paul. Round the left-hander, down the start for the straight. Is Brooksy close enough to Paul to launch? Ooh, not quite close enough yet, but great battle here between Paul and Brooksy. Paul has to look down the outside, no change there. Brooksy holds on to 5th position from Paul. The battle on the track at the moment between Brooksy and Paul. Paul having a look here, there and everywhere, trying to get past Brooksy. Brooksy's giving him no change at the moment. Under half a second between these two guys, between Brooksy and Paul. Round the right-hander. Can Paul get just a little bit closer to Brooksy to launch an attack on the start for the straight when we get there? He's giving it his all, he's really putting the beans onto Brooksy. Brooksy and Paul in a right battle. Brooksy goes a little bit wide, manages to keep it on track. Brooksy keeps on to 5th position from Paul in 6th. Fantastic racing between these two guys. How did Brooksy keep it on track? I'll never know, but he did. Great racing there by Brooksy. Brooksy from Paul. Paul wants to look down the inside of Paul. Does he take him almost neck and neck round these corners? They are neck and neck. And Paul just drives into 5th place, but has Brooksy got the line for the left-hander? Brooksy has got the line for the left-hander, and Brooksy has on into 5th position from Paul. Brooksy goes a little bit wide there, but hangs on to 5th position. Paul in 6th. Paul has a little, lucky there for Paul. Oh dear, goes on to the brown stufters, Paul. But Paul was really putting the heat onto Brooksy there. Maybe just pushed it a little bit too hard. Unlucky there for Paul. Rise in 1st place. Nice 4.6 second lead over Unforgiven. Slanging on to 2nd place, but Unforgiven now is under pressure from Callum. Callum has a look down the outside. Does he take him round this left-hander? Unforgiven and Callum neck and neck. It's anybody's bet. Does Callum take him down this left-hander? And Callum takes 2nd place from Unforgiven. Unforgiven not giving up the ghost just yet. Neck and neck round the right-hander. Callum's got the line. Callum holds on to 2nd place from Unforgiven. Fantastic racing between these two guys. 1 minute 51 seconds remaining of this first and last race from the Big Willow. Callum, Unforgiven. Rhodes not too far behind in 4th place. Rhodes is hoping for dear hell that Unforgiven and Callum makes a bit of a boo-boo. And Rhodes can take that 2nd position. 150 miles per hour down the start for the straight, hard on the brakes. Down to 199 miles per hour. Round his left-hander. Callum hanging on to 2nd place from Unforgiven from Rhodes. Let's take a look back here. Brooksy holds on into 5th place. Paul into 6th. 7th Ray 2 and Jerry Smiles on Molson. Good lead at the moment for Rise. 5.6 second lead over Callum in 2nd place. Unforgiven really giving it the beans to catch up to Callum in second place. Not too far behind is Roddus. Chasing down Unforgiven. 25 seconds remaining in this third and final race from the Big Willow, so we'll go to Rise. Rise has got a nice 5.2 second lead over Callum. Unforgiven, Roddus, Brooksy, Paul, A2. Let's stick with the leader for now. Over on his final lap is Rise. Nearly a 5-second lead over Callum. Great racing here by Rise. And the left hander round the right hander. 130 mile an hour plus. 150 miles an hour. Looks like Rise is going to take the third race from the Big Willow. And flash of the lights back there by Rise, and Rise takes first place. Good racing there by Rise. Callum in second. Unforgiven just takes third spot from Roddus. Good racing between them two. Brooksy taking fifth. Good position there from Brooksy. 6 is Paul, A2, Jerry Smiles Molson. Whew, and I'm knackered. Great racing, guys. All 3 races, fantastic stuff. Okay guys, all 3 races fantastic tonight. Great to see you all, and looking forward to see you all next Sunday for round 4.